Jason Voorhees, the Masked Killer. Well, actually, there's a lot of those, so... The Hockey Mask Killer, the Potato Sack Killer, the Crystal Lake hockey team goalie, the creepy looking swamp... Alright, you get the point. Friday the 13th is probably one of the most well-known franchises in the horror genre. Through numerous, and I mean numerous sequels and reboots, it has garnered millions of fans across the globe. And it just so happens that Friday the 13th lands on October during our Spooktober. Now the whole point of this video is to tell you why I personally would survive Friday the 13th, and especially this guy right here. Throughout the years, this fella has become one of the most feared horror characters of all time. And for what reason? That big old machete he has? Big deal. I have one of those too. He isn't special. No, in all honesty, it's probably because of his enormous frame of a person standing at a staggering 6'5" and just looking like an absolute unit. Even though in some appearances, he is slightly smaller. I can take one of those ones no problem. Give me one of the Jasons that are on my height level. It's game over. Done deal. Or could it be that you don't know which version of Jason you're gonna get? The walking menacingly towards you at all times Jason? The sprinting Jason? Or how about the teleportation Jason? You just don't know. Regardless of all that, let's get into why I would survive. Reason number one, I just won't become a camp counselor at a camp that's been closed for several years for weird and mysterious reasons that involve old camp counselors getting murked out of nowhere. Boom, there you go. I just solved about 90% of the problem right there. Easy as that. Now number two, if I do for some ungodly reason become a camp counselor, I just won't do any unholy acts of naked wrestling with other counselors. Because we know how jealous Jason gets, and we know how that ends up. But let's be real here, it's not even like I would have the opportunity to do that kind of act, because, you know, I just... Next reason. Now, I definitely would not be wandering off by myself like half of these characters seem to do for some weird reason in the movies. That never ends well. Why? Just stay with the group. And if I am for some reason split up with a few other people and the masked man himself pops out in front of us, I'm the first one turned around and I'm booking it across the county line. Ain't nobody catching me. I am running faster than something that's fast, alright? Now, for some reason, I do find myself alone, being pursued by the big man, then the game plan is simple. I just book it to his little loan shack, find his mama's head, use it against him, turning him into a little submissive man-child, and easily getting past him and leaving the premises. Easy as that. Nothing's... You're not stopping me. Don't go swimming. That's all I have written here. But that's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Also, a big one here. If some crazy old man starts spitting out some facts about a crazy killer that's killing counselors in this camp, I'm listening to him. I don't care if he's crazy and just muttering out random nonsense. I am not taking that risk. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm already in the next town. Now we got a few more obvious ones here. If I know I'm in trouble, for some reason I'm in the situation where I'm in trouble. I know I won't be, but if I'm in this situation, I'm not standing near no windows, alright? Jason seems to have this fun little habit of jumping through a window and then immediately reversing back out the same way he came in. How? No one will ever know, but he just defies physics, all that junk. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. He goes in and out the same way. Like, it's... I'm not going towards no windows. I won't be doing drugs or drinking alcohol because Jason is a big sober guy and he does not take well to those kinds of activities. So, that's already a check. I ain't doing none of that if I was in this situation, which I won't be. And this one is probably one of the most obvious of all. If I go out to take a leak and I come back to where I was and there's blood everywhere and there's a weapon that you see has blood and has been used on somebody, I'm not sitting there going, I wonder where everybody is. I wonder what happened here. I ain't questioning none of that. I'm turning around and I'm gone. I'm not searching for nobody. Nope. They are on their own. I vanished. I disappeared. I am nowhere in sight. I will be somewhere that is not there. And now, probably for the most simple and obvious way I'm going to survive Friday the 13th, if I'm driving and I just so happen to see a sign that says, "Welcome to Crystal Lake," you best believe I'm pulling that e-brake and hitting the meanest 180 the opposite direction anybody's ever seen. I don't care if it makes my trip an extra hour long, a few hours long, a day long, a week long, however long it adds to my trip. I am going as far away in the opposite direction to get to my destination. We're not doing that. It's as easy as that. Like, I'm surviving that shit 100%. It's not even a challenge. I am surviving. Those are just a few reasons as to why I will survive. There's so many more, but those are the main reasons why I will survive. I ain't playing no dumb games. I ain't doing none of that. I see the obvious sign, I'm booking it. I am gone. I don't care. I will train. I will do marathons to be prepared for this moment, to just run and run and run and don't stop. I don't care. I don't care if someone else is getting attacked. I ain't stepping in against a 6'5", 280-pound dude with a machete looking like this. You got me messed up. I don't know who you think I am. I'm gone. Figure it out yourself, pal. But in all honesty, if I was in a situation where I had to be face to face with Jason, I'm getting bodied. 9 out of 10 times, I'm getting bodied. I'm not ashamed to say it. Unless it's like one of these three, then I might have a chance to get a roundhouse kick in or an uppercut. But even still, I'm most likely getting bodied regardless of the situation. But that's the video. I'm gonna get out of here. Maybe binge watch some Friday the 13th. Hope you guys have a great Friday the 13th. This is a little idea I had for Spooktober, because I didn't realize Friday the 13th was today or tomorrow as I'm recording this. Just whipped something up real quick for you guys. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm surviving Friday the 13th. I don't care. I'm surviving. Maybe not. We'll see. There's not many survivors, so maybe I'll be the lucky one. And half the time, it's never really a guy that survives. Most of the time. All right. See you guys in the next video. Bye.